Alright guys, got this chunk of bacon. You can see the good fat streams right there and stuff. So yeah guys, we'll get some more off of it and then we'll put it in the cooler and stuff. So yeah, stick with this boy here again, and we're gonna be making some bacon that we got from the hog. And we've just got this nice bacon right here, as you can see. On the bottom it's got some nice fat and like embedded in the meat. So this should be pretty good. So let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna use is we're just gonna use salt. Doesn't matter which kind you use. I'm just gonna put it on the bottom, and you're just gonna put a generous amount because it's bacon. On the bottom, I usually don't put too much where the actual meat's going because it can absorb it a ton more than the fat can. So I'll just kind of move that out where that's gonna go, and then I'll just kind of put that in like that. And then I'm just gonna take it again. And you just want to do this. It gives it a preservative and it just makes it like store-bought bacon. A lot of people actually don't think you can make wild hog bacon, but you can. We're gonna let this sit for about 3 or 4 hours, and then we'll put it in the smoker. I just use to smoke. What I use to smoke is just apple wood, and I dried out in the oven for a bit because it was outside. But you don't have to do that if it's already dry. And then I'll just put it in a hot smoker. We haven't made a cold smoker yet, but I'm not gonna actually cook it at a hot temperature. I'm not gonna plug in the hot smoker, and I'm just gonna torch the wood and just use it as a normal cold smoker. And you know, it's what I have right now, and it'll work fine. That's how I did goat bacon. And yeah, we'll see you in about 4 hours. So we have our bacon here, and it's been overnight, and we're just gonna shake off all the salt. You don't want to do it for too long, but you don't want to do it for too short, or else you won't get a salty flavor to your meat. And then you just kind of shake off the salt, put it on a plate, and as you can see, that's a good slice of bacon. And same with this. And then, as you can see, great slice of bacon. I might wash this off, but we're just gonna keep doing this, and then we'll go and put it in the smoker. I'll be smoking it with apple wood, and yeah. Alrighty. So we got our bacon here, beautiful piece right here. Just gonna take it, put it on the top rack. Just take another piece. Put it up here again. You want it so that the smoke can get through the rack, so don't put it too dense in that. And this is just kind of a tester to see what happens to this. It doesn't have too much fat, but it's got a little bit of marbling. So I'll just throw that right there. Then I'll blow on it a bit. And boom, then I'll just close this. And as you can see, all the smoke's going up. Move some of this back there. Make sure it's got good airflow. And just like that, we got it smoking. Now we'll see you in about 4 or 5 hours. It's been about 4 hours, and here's the bacon. It looks very nice and smoky, as you can see. Definitely fatty, as you can see. There's a lot of grease coming from it, which is good. So yeah, we're gonna take this out, put it in our tray, and we'll do a taste test for you guys, see if it's good. So yeah, stick with us. Okay, so here's our bacon. I'm just gonna do this big one first, just cut into it and see. And let's see. That is some good looking bacon. Dang. That is some good bacon right there. You can see it has a ton of fat, but bacon is supposed to be with a ton of fat because that's how bacon is supposed to be made. And I'm gonna do a couple of them just in case I don't like this one because of the fat. I'm gonna do this one. This is kind of like goat bacon. Let's get a bit of cut. There's not too much meat in there, but you can see it right there. So you guys, let's get cooking. I just use a knife to cut my bacon. Oh, isn't anything fancy. Look at that beautiful piece of bacon. And what I do is I just keep this in the fridge, and I refrigerate the other stuff that I don't need. And then I can have lots of bacon, and then I'll just cut it how I need it, and I don't need a lot of it, so I'm just gonna do 3 strips. Of that one. This one will go back. Alright guys, so here's the other piece of bacon that we're gonna use. Just gonna do some thin slices of this one. Hope I didn't add too much salt. I saved some if I did add too much salt for a bit later, or not later, just in case I don't like this one, but I'm sure I'll like it. I don't know. Alright guys, so we have our bacon here. I know it looks just like store-bought. It's really cool. But this is our bacon that we made. You don't need any oil to the pan, as you, I'm sure know, because it doesn't need it. It's bacon. It's got tons of fat, as you can see. Get it on spatula. Yeah guys, as you can see, it's just so rich in fat and everything. And guys, save this bacon grease, because you can cook this with anything. You can cook it with steak as long as it's not too salty. So yeah guys, we're gonna cook this up and we'll give it a taste test. Okay, we're just gonna pull off our bacon, our wild hog bacon, and taste test it. Also gonna throw in a piece of, you guys saw that piece of meaty brisket. I'm just gonna throw that in and let it kind of slow cook in a bit. And that bacon grease doesn't have too much fat. It's not bacon. So yeah, guys, let's go give this a taste test. Okay, guys, so here's the fatty bacon. Here's the other cut of bacon, and this is just some brisket off of the bacon that we made like bacon. And yeah, we're gonna give this a try. So let's just give it a try. Dude, that's good. It tastes like store-bought. It just tastes honestly like store-bought. Exactly the same. Not too salty. And it's got a great smoky flavor. I like this. Let's give this other piece. I'm sure it'll just taste like this. This piece was a little thinner, so it might be a bit more salty, but let's give it a try. More salty. Still great. I'm loving this. So here's the brisket. This isn't bacon, but it's just a little bit of brisket that's really fatty. So yeah. Way too salty. The brisket is just way too salty. I think it's because usually what happens is like solid meat like this, it tends to absorb way too much salt than like fatty meat, because the meat is like stored inside the fat, so it's like really it doesn't absorb too much. So yeah, but let's see what my dad thinks.
All right, so I'm gonna give the bigger cut first to try. That's really good. It's I really like the amount of smoke. You don't ever get this kind of level of smoke in a store-bought stuff. It's really good. And actually the way it cooked out is the ratio of meat to fat is really balanced. So it seems like, you know, even though it was pretty fatty to start with, we kind of ended up with a product that, you know, is pretty lean actually. Well, not lean, but better. Really good. Now I'm going to try the smaller cut. Yeah, I agree. It tastes about the same as the first one, maybe a little bit more salt, but also super good. And I'll go for the super salty brisket. Whoa.
Yeah, it's too salty.
Yep. That was a lot of salt.
Yeah.
So, all right.
You guys, all right. I hope you really enjoyed this video. This is super good. A lot of people, like, I know, like, YouTube is, like, they do, like, a catch and cook, and it can be bad, but they say it's super good and stuff. But this is honestly so good, and I give you guys my honest opinion on it, and it is honestly just really good. Yeah, so you can make bacon with wild hogs. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one. Peace.